Hey everybody, just wanted to show you exactly how to install the Motivated Sellers program. I realized that there's been some confusion on how to do it, how to actually install it and run it. So I'm going to go through a few things, the installation, the frequently asked questions, and how to troubleshoot some things, and extra information. So really quick. Um, What I'm going to be doing is sending you this right here, this .zip file. Right now we're at release version 14 because we're still in development. However, it may be a higher version or a different name in the near future. Um, but as of this moment, it's release version 14.zip that I'll be sending you. So, having said that, number one, obviously just download the .zip file that I've sent you. Then ideally you're going to be wanting to be on a Windows based computer, not a Mac, as I am, just because I like to show you extra info first. This program is built to be run on a Windows based computer and not a Mac. However, you can still run the program on a Mac using this thing called Wine Bottler, which is up here. Well, it's essentially what Wine Bottler does for Mac users is run Windows-based applications or programs. If you don't have Wine Bottler, you don't know what it is, just go on Google and type in Wine Bottler for Mac, and it'll take you to the free download page. Very simple to use. You'll see me use it here because I'm on a Mac. For Windows, it's very much easy, or much easier to accomplish than on a Mac, obviously. So, other than that, let me show you the installation. So we've downloaded the zip file, which is right here. Now what we're going to do is extract the files right there, right? This is a typical problem that people have. They try to run it straight from the .zip, and it's zipped up, so it means that the files aren't ready to go and be executed, and they have to be extracted. So for Windows users, sometimes you'll double click it and then it'll say something like extract all files, right? So you can rename this to whatever you want. We'll rename it Sellers Application. Okay. So now this has, as you can see, these are the files necessary to run this program. They need to be in one folder. As you can see, Sellers Application. They need to be all these in one folder. So what you're going to want to do now, when they're in one folder, is run the .exe right here. Do not run the config. You're going to want to run this one because it's an application file. So what you'll do is double click that, and here's what I mean by wine. Don't worry about it. If you're a Windows user, it'll just open. And Wine Bottler users, for Mac, it's not that difficult. If you have any questions, I'm going to let you know how to contact me about that in extra info when we get there. So we'll open it, and this is what it should look like. Now, I'll probably at this point have shared with you your login details. So you go to File, Login, and you'll enter your username and password. I'm going to be logging in right now as admin. And once you do that, you come over here. If you don't like the password given to you or anything, you can come here, change your password. You can But essentially what we'll do from here now is go query, create new query, and now it's sorted by county, zip or city, and zip code. These are how you can search by county, city, or zip code. Now to search it, you have to have the county or the city or zip inputted into the search bar a certain way. It has to always be capitalized. So for example purposes, let's say you're wanting to pull all the leads in Los Angeles County, right? You're going to want to capitalize that. You're not going to type in county, you're just going to type in Los Angeles, comma, no space, CA, California. You can see in the example right here, you're not going to put a space after the comma for Florida or for Michigan. You're just simply going to be doing spaces if the county has a space. I hope that makes sense. If you want to search 2 counties, what we'll do from there is put right here a semicolon, and then immediately put the other county. So yeah, you'll be simply no space once again, as you can see in the example. You can search up to 5 counties at a time. So let's say you're looking for Los Angeles and then semicolon. You're also looking for the county of, let's say for example purposes, county of Orange County, California. So you're just going to type in Orange, comma, California, all caps. So see, this is 2 now. Now we can come down here and we can select the criteria that we'd like to look for specifically. So we can look for high equity, free and clear, off market sellers. The reason why this is preferable in my honest opinion is because high equity or free and clear owners have room to negotiate. So if you're buying the property or if you're wholesaling it, trying to get it under contract, you're going to have a little bit of negotiation space with that owner, as opposed to one that owes money. You know, he's defaulted, he's got a notice of default, he's going into pre-foreclosure. Those people, you just have no equity to really have a deal. You can customize your search criteria by vacancies. So you can look for simply vacant houses, which is another motivating factor to sell. You can include or exclude banks simply by clicking right there. I personally don't like working with banks, just because it's kind of a headache. I'd prefer to work just directly with the private owner or seller. But everybody has their type of niche that they target, so by all means that's available to you. This right here, select only out-of-state owners. I like this one because if you mix this one with maybe vacancies, that's a motivated seller right there, right off the bat. We can explain why in other videos, but it's just it becomes liability for somebody to own a property that's vacant, especially when they're out-of-state owners. Moving forward, the last one right here is absentee owners, which is just simply landlords and people who own rental properties. So if you do a mixture of high equity, vacants, out-of-state owners, and obviously if they're vacant, typically they're absentee owners. This is a very motivated seller. This is how you can target it. Moving forward, you can also choose the property type. There's not very much detailed criteria that you can choose as of this moment, such as bedrooms or things of that sort, but you can choose between commercial and residential type property. You can search for both, or you can search for just residential. And let's just do both. And we'll look for high equity vacant absentee owners in Los Angeles, California, and Orange County, California. So let's do a search. It'll take a little while, especially when you're running more than one county or it's a really big county, just because there are a lot of leads sometimes, depending on your search criteria, of course. So give it one moment here. And just a quick reminder, this is a beta version. We are still in development, so the speed will be better, finished product, and there will be very many more, how to put it, customizations and search criteria, and just information available to you as soon as we launch. So you're very fortunate though to be essentially beta testing this software, because it's very powerful. As you can see, now we have total sellers located 2,397 for Los Angeles County and Orange County. So what these rows are, or these columns, property address is the house that is vacant, and property city, property state, property zip code, the county, property type, what this means. The R means residential, and if you scroll down, what you'll realize is that there aren't very many commercial. As you can see, commercial would be a C. Other than that, properties owned means how this motivated seller right here, who owns this property, how many properties do they own? That's pretty cool feature we have. And I typically like to stay away from LLCs and incorporated companies and portfolio managers. I like to deal directly with individual sellers, such as this guy who owns 3 properties. Those types of people will be more lenient to just speak with you and deal directly with you and try to not haggle you. Very soon we'll be able to have their phone number. That's not a function we have available as of yet, but it is in production. And then we have the motivated seller's address right here, where you can mail to them. And then finally, the little nitty-gritty details. If it's high equity or free and clear, yes. Vacant, yes. Pre-foreclosure and sale date, these things are kind of irrelevant right now. They're not updated. Here's the sale amount, last sale amount of the property, and then property mail same is what this says right here. This means this is no, because they are absentee owners, and the property mailing address is not the same as the property address that's vacant, if that makes sense. Anyways, if you would like to export all these leads, you can go ahead and click up here, export search results, and you will be able to save it as a CSV, as a spreadsheet, with all of these 2,397 leads. And you can mail merge them, use whatever you use to mail out, and basically just get your phone ringing. So that's pretty much it. If you have any other questions, definitely feel free to let me know. Just remember to always capitalize when you're doing the query. Some other questions are basically I will be answering in the next video right here, but they're very simple, so stick with me and I will answer that in the next video. Thank you.